What's up, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Prophet Eneh, and in today's video, we'll be talking about studying in the US, or what should I say? I don't know. My struggle so far being in the USA as an international student. So, if you're interested, keep watching. So guys, thank you for tuning in today once again to my channel. So today we'll be talking about my experience so far as an international student, my struggles especially because I know all of us want to come to the US. There are the good parts, there are the amazing parts, but then there are still things that I still struggle with being here, and I hope that maybe if you're planning on coming to the US, that you get ready for these things. Because one thing I did before coming here is that I actually checked out videos of some of these things and then started preparing my mind how to adjust to them, and that's why I think a lot of things are not really affecting me, but then there are some I never really knew about that I'm struggling with today, but then hopefully in the coming future we'll adjust fully and adapt to the environment. So it's not been easy. So the first thing I would say that I've struggled with since I came here is the weather in a lot of ways. So when I came here during the early fall, spring, early fall, that was around August, we usually had longer days and shorter nights. So as far as like 8 to 9, everywhere was super bright, like it was 4 5 o'clock in the evening. So as at then there was a little bit struggle, it wasn't really nothing, it wasn't really a big deal. But then right now that we are in the fall and getting so close to the winter season, the weather has changed. It has it has gone the other way around. So right now we have shorter days and longer nights, and also it makes it so hard because once it's like 4:55 or 4:45, everywhere is already getting so dark, like it's 8 p.m. in normal time, and this kind of thing can make you lose track of time with a lot of things. So there are sometimes you will think that you will still have daylight, but you don't know that it's 5. Sometimes you'll be feeling like it's 8 while it's still 5, and it just messes up your whole plan or your whole timing and everything. So it's really crazy. And in addition to the weather is already getting so cold right now, and me myself and I'm like an in-between kind of person weather. So I don't like it too cold, I don't like it too hot. So now it's getting cold, and I'm just hoping that I'm ready for what's coming next. So this is officially going to be my first winter season in the US. So I just hope I'm ready for it because I have experienced a little bit of it, and it's very, very cold. Like since over a month now, I do cover up very well when I'm going out because just a little cold like this, my whole hands are already freezing. So, and it's not something that I'm used to in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have more of hot weather, and necessarily our cold weather is not even really cold. But then just imagine how it is right now, how it's going to be. So it's something I'm still struggling with to adapt, the coldness, the change of weather, the change. So because the thing has really scattered the way I sleep. So most time I'm awake in the middle of the night and everything. So I'm still trying so hard. I'm still struggling. I'm still trying. But it's all good. So the next part of it is the food. I know I talked about this food part of it and everything when I talked about culture shock. So you can check somewhere here when you're checking. I don't know. Check it. Where I talked about culture shock and everything. But this time around, I think I'm getting the hang of it because when I go out with friends, or maybe when I go out with my classmates, or when I go out with someone like just want to catch up, um, when I go to the restaurants or wherever we are going to, I find it very difficult to buy anything because when you look at the menu, all the things that are in the menu, I don't know what they are. Like it has happened to me like up to 4 times. Like we go to different places and you look at it, you don't know what's on the menu because they are just different things that you have never eaten before. And someone like me who is very picky when it comes to food, I don't really eat everything. Like I'm very, very careful what I eat. So it even gets more difficult because you don't want to buy something you buy, like spend money and buy something. Let's say you spend $15, spend $10, spend I don't know how much you spend, and you end up buying that stuff and you taste it and it's not something you like. It will break my heart because I have a friend who once told me that she went and bought something for like $50, and when she got back, she didn't like it, and it has been paid her since then. So it will be like I don't think I can do it. So most times I end up eating the same thing all the time. But in Indonesia, I'm trying. I'm trying to see if I can at least eat some things and see if I can get used to them. But then it's really not been easy. So you just imagine that you just get to eat a particular thing all the time, and it keeps going on that way. So, but I'll try. I will try and increase my exploring skill when it comes to food. But then I know myself that once it doesn't really taste well in my mouth, I can't eat it for any reason. So you can imagine somebody like me who don't really like pizza or shawarma. It's terrible. I know you are laughing at me right now, but then it is what it is. I don't like those things, but I don't know why I don't like them because probably it doesn't taste well to me. It took me time to even like salad. So it is what it is. So the next thing that I really struggle with being here is that it's very, very hard making friends here. I know I said it earlier, it's very, very hard making friends here. Like Nigeria, unlike Nigeria, Nigeria is a communal country. Like you don't need time, you don't need even anything. You're already friends with a lot of people. But here, everybody's actually minding their business, and you just have to be careful. And also, as an international student, you also have to be careful how you try to initiate friendship with someone because you're in a country where harassment is a huge problem. Like it's something that they can report you for and all those stuff. So you don't want to, in a case where you want to build friendship with somebody, you know, don't know when you start harassing them and the rest, or you start stalking them because all these things are crime here. So you gotta be very, very careful. So it even makes it more difficult as an international student to make friends with people from this place. And then you also, even when you go online and the rest, because for me it's kind of a struggle because Nigeria used to be like 6 hours different from here, but right now it's 7 hours. So we're 7 hours behind. So most times my friends, when I'm done with classes, I'm back home and I want to probably chat with them and everything. All of them are already sleeping as early as 5 p.m. 5 p.m. right now in the US is like 12 a.m. in Nigeria. And the early hours of my day, I'm in school, I'm in class and everything. And then when I'm back home, probably when I want to catch up with friends and everything, I just discover that all of them are already in dreamland, sleeping, having good dreams. So you tend to just come inside your house, you just do what you have to do. There's nobody really to talk to except those people who crawl in the night. So it's very, very difficult to actually make friends here, and then even keeping the ones you already have in Nigeria through chats and calls, it's even more difficult because of the time difference. It can actually get very, very lonely. There's some points here I do feel very lonely. Let me not lie to you guys. Not lonely as far I don't know what to do with my life or the rest. But then there's some connection we all desire to have, like talk to your friends, connect to your friends and the rest. But then when you look at it, there's no friend to talk to because the person is sleeping, or maybe during the day when you're free in class, and then even probably hanging out and talking to somebody physically and everything, it gets difficult and you tend to feel very, very lonely, and it can be very, very terrible. But then, one thing is for sure, we are adapting, like I said, so very soon we'll probably get used to all this and it will be in the past. So that's why when you're looking for schools too, in case you want to come here, I think you should also look for schools that have a lot, good amount of Africans there, and then you can build on from there. That's great, right? So the next struggle is bills. Bills, bills, bills. There are a lot of things to pay for here. A lot. Sometimes when we hear people go in America, wow, you're making money, send me dollars, all those stuff. Man, if you know the bill here, if you know the bill you have to pay here every month, it's crazy. Because unlike Nigeria, where I'm coming from, your house rent you just need to pay once a year. You pay your 250,000 naira, you pay your 200,000 naira, you pay your 150,000 naira, depending on how much you're paying for the year. You pay it and you forget it. You don't have to pay for any other thing, like any other house rent, till the end of the year. But here, house rent is something you pay monthly. It's something you pay monthly, and the house rent is big. It's big. When I say it's big, it's big. So I think the least you can get should be around maybe 3,000 $350 per month. I don't know. Yeah, I think my state is a little bit cheap. So just imagine states that are very very expensive. So you are looking at $350 and above. So you that is in Nigeria that is converting the money, you already know that 350,000, $350 is close to 150,000 or 200,000, depending on the exchange rate right now. So if you look at it very well, you see that what you are paying for a year's rent is what somebody's paying for a month here. That's if you want to do the normal naira dollar conversion and everything. And then you're not just paying for your house rent, you're paying for your internet, you're paying for water, you're paying for electricity, you're going for grocery shopping. Like once the money is coming, it's going. That's the thing about this place. It's money, it's coming in, it's going out immediately because almost everything is monthly. So you receive your month check and you're paying out immediately. So it's crazy out here. So I've never paid bill in my life the way I'm paying it right now. So that's another thing to struggle with because, like I said, Nigeria is something you do once in a year and you forget it. Even though the internet that we even do in Nigeria is whether you like it or not, I know those stuff. But this one, it is what it is. So the next part of my struggle in this US of A is tax. Yeah, well, in Nigeria we pay tax, so but now, typical Nigeria, when you are employed, they will discuss the tax, discuss everything. At the end of the day, what the salary you are going home with is actually your money, like your gross pay. You get that's your gross pay. So, but then here you might negotiate to collect, let's say, $1,000 per month without tax. That's what you'll be getting, $1,000 per month without tax. So by the end of the month, they will not deduct the tax. So at the end of the month, you might not be going on with maybe 900 and something, depending on how much you are making and the rest. So for me here, it's very difficult because this young man here is working and schooling and trying to at least pay all those bills that you can see that I just told you people about. And then they'll still collect tax inside. And when they collect this tax inside, when I look at it, like they're collecting the tax they're collecting is like 1 week of my wage. Like it's paid in my heart. The tax they're collecting, like when I look at it, I'll be like, God, why? Why? And the funny thing is that after this tax, when you go for shopping, you still buy stuff and they'll still collect tax for those things. It's painful when you have to buy something and they'll tell you $1 tax applies, $5 tax applies, all those things. Man, it's so annoying. But then it's part of staying here. It's part of what you signed up for when you decided to come here. Unlike Nigeria, where you can buy so many things without even thinking about tax. You go to market, buy stuff, no tax. You collect your salary, you collect everything in full. Probably your employee would have collected the tax before paying you. So whatever, you don't even care. So it's very, very difficult. Yeah, very difficult. It's part of the struggles. So one other thing that I struggle with here is my school workload. Man, the workload is something else. The workload here is something else. When I say something else, it's something else. Sometimes people think that you come here to flex. Well, you're not flexing anything. You can imagine. See the difference between studying in Nigeria and studying outside here is that in Nigeria we do like 9 courses, we do 15 courses, 12, depending on your school, your department, and everything, and you don't even feel it. Like at the probably mid semester, you write quiz. Once in a while, they'll give you assignments. Then at the end of the semester, you write your exam and you're good to go. You don't stress it. There's nothing 15 courses. My 12 is my it's very, very simple. You're not struggling for anything. But my brother and my sister, here, three course is like 15 course in Nigeria or even 20. So right now I'm doing three plus one. I don't know how to, I try to break this thing down. So I'm doing three classes and I'm taking one lab, and it's like four generally, but then it's three. If you don't understand it, don't bother yourself. So that is what it is like. So, and these four courses I'm doing, there is always an assignment attached to it every single week. Like there's no week you go without having an assignment to do. Like every class you come, there's always something you take home to write a paper or a lab assignment or something that you must take home to do. Like it's so intense, so intense that people don't do more than five here. Like if you are doing five, you are strong. People don't. There are some people. There are people in school. They are just doing three. They are doing two courses and probably their research, because it's seriously serious here. Like you can't take all of them, so the workload is so much. In my class so far, I will try to put some of the pictures of the things I've been building so far. Like we have been building houses, doing drawings and everything. A lot. I'll try to put the picture somewhere here, maybe here or here, I don't know. So there is a lot of things that I've been doing, and then it's been crazy. It's been crazy, but then it's all the best, and then you still have to go to work. The workload has been a lot, and relating to this, the final struggle I'll be talking about is still academical. In Nigeria, we use metric scale, that's millimeter, meters, and everything. But here they use imperial, which is feet and inches. If you're not technical, you might not really understand it, but if you have taken measurements, you should know this. You know your cm, you know your meters and the rest. So in Nigeria, we used those millimeter and meters, while here they use feet and inches. And you know one thing about feet and inches is that it has to do with fractions and the rest. So I grew up learning a lot about millimeter and meters. So coming here and having to use the inches and feet, man, it messes up my head a lot. Sometimes I even have to work in millimeter and that's feet, millimeter and meters. Then later at the end of the whole thing, I then try to convert it to the other one, because I'm not so very used to the feet and inches. But hopefully, as time goes on, I'll adapt to these things. So it's really been an experience so far. Probably some other time I'll be sharing the good part of studying here, the benefits you get and everything, because it's not just about sharing the struggles with you. The point of sharing these struggles with you is just for you to prepare yourself for, if you decide to come here, what to expect, and getting yourself ready and everything that has to do with it. So I believe you enjoyed today's video. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. Remember, this channel, we are doing two things in this channel. We're talking about college life experience right now. Now we're also talking about relationship, marriage, and how to build them, personal development and the rest. So I encourage you to subscribe. If you're first time, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll bring you more educational stuff and also more relationship stuff. So thank you very much. Share this video with somebody who probably needs to watch it, and also like, because liking this video probably help the algorithm, and then leaving a comment below for something you gain. Let's discuss on the comment section. Let's discuss on the comment box. Leave a comment below. Thank you very much for staying up to this point. Catch you catch you in the next video.